The programs that we use in helping farmers with their making nutrient or nitrogen management plans helps us follow along with what FS has in mind from the standpoint of environmental stewardship. The FS system has taken a leadership role in the arena of nutrient and nitrogen management. I actually have spent 6 months working directly with a group called the Illinois Council for Best Management Practices. And it was my pleasure to work with that group to focus on coming up with ways to improve water quality.
The Illinois Council on Best Management Practices is a coalition of farm groups, and their overall goal is to improve the quality of the surface waters in the state of Illinois and those waters leaving the state. When a grower wants to put together a nitrogen management system or a nutrient management plan, his best source of information is going to come from a crop specialist. He needs to sit down with them and look at their long-term yield, look at their goals of what they want, how long they're going to have the farm, how long they're going to be tenants on those farms, and then take a look at utilizing the soil test for P&K and pH applications. When a farmer looks at his nitrogen plan, what he wants to look at is his budget for his nitrogen. Basically, how many pounds of nitrogen do I need to produce a corn crop? And then from that, they can take a look at utilizing different application methods.
A lot of people focus on reduction. We shouldn't have a nutrient reduction strategy. It won't be to be sustainable. What we'll have to be sustainable will be a nutrient utilization strategy. It's how to better utilize nutrients to improve yield and minimize environmental impact.
Illinois has 21 million acres in crop production, mostly corn and soybeans and some wheat. And so our organization takes a very proactive stance on the proper utilizations of crop protection chemicals and nutrients. And as the issues face our industry on making sure that we utilize these products in the right way, we're very proactive on education for our fertilizer retailers and farmers on the stewardship of these products, because long term, for the success of Illinois agriculture, we have to be very diligent about how we handle our crop protection and nutrient products.
FS has gone the distance in not only working with Illinois producers, but we've worked on a regional basis as well. Working together cooperatively with individual grower groups, agricultural associations, entities who are interested in helping producers achieve their success through nutrient management planning.
Companies like Growmark have a really innovative approach to making sure that their crop specialists are up to speed on the latest technologies. And so when you translate that back to the individual relationship that these CCAs then have with their farmers, you know, they can go to any individual farm and look at the slope and look at the drainage, look at the cropping systems, and design a plan that's best for that grower. And it can be based on research, it can be based on observations of other things in the territory.
Some of the biggest challenges that Iowa growers face right now with the nutrient management is farming today is very different than it was 50 years ago. You have the economic and social conditions, you have the availability of information, you have technological advances. So a lot of those driving forces are what's changing agriculture, which is what's driving some of the nutrient management issues.
Farmers have generational investment in their watersheds, in their communities, and the land in which they farm. You know, they understand the impacts of what their cropping practices have on their environment, and they want to make sure that they're the best stewards possible. That's why nutrient management plans and regulation that provides flexibility, working closely with the producer member and the FS crop advisors, is that win-win-win situation.
Nutrient management is an investment in the future of agriculture. It does bring value to farming, and it's very important that the farmers and the growers take ownership of this issue. Nutrient management is a strength of the Growmark FS system, and I think can be a valuable resource as this issue is addressed throughout the entire nation.